morning and welcome to Council Watch. This is a bit odd because this is about a meeting that hasn't happened yet. I'll explain. Now, most viewers of this channel live in or around Lowestoft. I know that by looking at the stats. And one of the things that our council is very keen on is encouraging people to come to London Road North and the High Street to do their shopping and sort of, give the shops a bit of a boost. Well, we've discovered it's actually quite difficult because there aren't any toilets. It might seem an odd subject for a video to talk about public loos, but it's a pretty important thing, and judging by social media, especially Facebook, people are always moaning about toilets. Well, with all the toings and froings of sort of businesses and things in Lowestoft, it's actually becoming quite difficult to find one. The loos at the Triangle are shut. If you come down towards the bridge, well, I guess probably the only really available loos are in two places, either Wetherspoons or in the Lowestoft Library. Now, I don't suppose many of you have been to Lowestoft Library's public loo. It's disgusting. Now, mainly because they've opened it to the stairwell. Basically, as you walk up the stairs and you look to your right, you see people's knees downwards because the actual cubicles in the loo are open to the public staircase. So it's horrible. It's also, not particularly nice, as many public loos aren't, of course. And I guess, that is the users who make them like that. But when you're talking about toilets, yeah, they are a bit manky. Have a look at some of the things that have been said on social media first. I forgot the toilets in the bus station. Apparently they're not open all the time and not particularly nice, but they are there. We've lost another set of toilets because it's in the area where big shops have gone bust and closed, and that's all being redeveloped into nice posh arts areas. So we're stuck. We just don't really have any toilets. And on Facebook I noticed people were a bit miffed about this, justifiably so, I think. My old friend, Wendy Brooks, who I very rarely see eye to eye with on anything, actually came into one of the Facebook conversations and pointed out to everybody that the lack of toilets isn't the problem of the government, because obviously a lot of people were blaming it on Conservatives or Labour Party or whatever. She pointed out that the toilets come under the local government, as in the councils. So I'm assuming that means that at one of the next meetings she'll be putting forward some plans to get the toilets reopened. I mean, certainly the ones at the Triangle, they've been closed for quite a while. I've been doing a bit of poking around, and it seems that the delay is partly caused at the Triangle by the fact that the old toilets, they were a bit manky, but they were toilets, are going to be replaced by eco toilets, green toilets with grass on the roof that will need cutting. Well, we know how well that will go because we see the grass around Lowestoft, don't we? It's very pretty now, isn't it? But people want to go for a wee. They don't really care if the roof of the toilet is covered in grass, do they? And we've gone months, the busiest season actually. I mean, if you look at the footfall in Lowestoft town centre, the summer months have it quite busy, especially when the kids are off school. So those times when people want to have a wee, they can't, because we're waiting for green toilets. What a total waste of money. So having a quick look on the planning portal, we get this. This is the plan of the new toilet. So as you can see, what we've actually got are 8 drawings here. Now, these sort of drawings always confuse people on the planning meetings. Although, if you understand plans, they're quite straightforward. But basically, they're little tiny representations of what the building looks like from north, south, east and west. And realistically, it's a shed. It's a shed that's actually had the roof, if you look at the second row of images, put onto the tilt. Now, the idea with grass-clad buildings is that what you have to do is make sure that the water that lands on the grass gets a chance to run off. So, as you can see, we've got the basic building, and all they've actually done is raise the roof, put it on the tilt, and then they're going to lay turf on the top of that. And it's taken 6 months. And basically, all they're doing is changing the roof. All the existing bits and pieces are exactly the same. So the reason we don't have a toilet in the triangle is because they're faffing around, trying to make it green. I mean, I'm sure all the people that discover it locked really appreciate the fact that they're going to make it pretty and put grass on the roof. Oh dear. So that's the reason our toilet is being delayed near the triangle. We're waiting for building control to approve putting a bit of grass on the top and just raising the roof a bit and putting a tilt on it. That's basically it. Nothing wrong with people having green intentions, but the delay in being able to have a wee in Lowestoft is caused by grass. Or not caused by grass, because presumably building control haven't okayed it yet. And we know all about planning permission problems on here. So no doubt you don't get your houses and flats done because of cycle spaces, and now we don't get toilets done because they've got to be green. Well, we know what colour they normally are. So now Wendy's brought it up, I'm sure she will add it to one of the agendas of the various meetings that she's a member of. She knows the more appropriate one than I probably do. So I shall watch in hopeful anticipation. So thanks ever so much, Councillor Brooks. I really appreciate you taking the time to get this thing moving forward. As you pointed out, it is a council thing, not a political government thing. See you on the next video. Take care.